Hello friends, my video devotion friends, especially children. I'm hoping children are watching this video this week. I want to share with you from a book called The Children's Bible in 365 stories. It is stories that were chosen by Mary Batchelor from the Bible to share with us. And John Haysom did the drawings that we see in this children's Bible. So I want to do this first story is about when God made everything. And it's called The Story of Creation. I wanted to tell you, I have a friend with me today. His name is Teddy the teddy bear, and he wanted to be here with us when I shared this story with you. This story is called God Makes the World. Long ago, before time began, our world was dark and desolate. And then God began to create order and beauty. First, he commanded light to break into the darkness. And there was light. And next, he ordered the raging oceans to go back so that dry land appeared. But the land was empty and silent, except for the lapping of the waves and the sigh of the wind. So God commanded the earth to produce trees and plants. How lovely those first green leaves and bright flowers looked. Then high above, in the lofty skies that God had made, God commanded the sun to shine in the day and the moon to give a gentler light by night. He created the stars to twinkle in the velvety darkness. Still, sky and sea were silent and empty. So God made creatures to swim in the ocean and play there, from the tiniest fish to the largest whale. He made the birds to sing sweetly as they flew among the trees. It was a beautiful world, and God saw how good it was. But the land was still empty. So God made the animals. He created small furry creatures and huge strong beasts as well. The woods and the forests, the fields and the plains came alive with the animals that God had made. God told all the fishes and birds and animals to bear young and to grow in number so that his whole world could be full and busy and content. God looked at all that he had made and he said, "It is very good." God looked with gladness at the vast universe and the beautiful world that he had made. But he knew that he had still to make the most wonderful part of his creation. "Now I will make human beings," God said. "They will have minds to think and know and love me, and I will put them in charge of this world to keep it in order." First, God made the man called Adam, but even with all the animals to care for and play with, Adam was lonely. So God made the woman, Eve, to be his wife so they could plan and talk and laugh and love together. God blessed them both and told them to enjoy everything in the world that he had made. They were to have children to help them in the task that God had given them. But although they were in charge of the world, they must always obey God. He loved them and he knew what was best for them. They would be happy as long as they did as he told them. God gave Adam and Eve a beautiful garden to live in. There were trees laden with ripe fruit for them to eat. "Pick the fruit and eat it freely," God told them, "but do not eat the fruit from that one tree in the middle of the garden. That's the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. If you eat the fruit from that tree, you will die." God brought all the animals and birds to Adam so that he could give them names. And Adam and Eve talked to the animals and played with them, and they did just as Adam and Eve told them. Adam and Eve looked after the garden for God. They took good care of all the plants and trees, and every evening when it was cool, God came to talk to them. They would walk up and down, sharing all that had happened until darkness fell to end another perfect day. On that seventh day, after God created human beings, God rested. And God asks us to rest on Sundays so that we can have the energy to take care of his earth and take the best possible care of it. God loves us. He made us to love him and each other. We'll see you next time.